So I just beat Ed, Edd and Eddy, the Mis-Edventures on PS2 here on stream. Ed, Edd and Eddy, the Mis-Edventures was developed by Artificial Minds and Movement, who's now known as Behavior Interactive, and you might know them from their smash hit Xbox 360 arcade game Doritos Crash Course. Ed, Edd and Eddy, the Mis-Edventures would go on to be published by Midway in 2005 for the PS2, GameCube, Xbox, Windows, and it also got a Game Boy Advance port that was also made by Artificial Minds and Movement. Quick tangent before we move on in personal opinion, but if you want to see what video game culture was like before the Wii and mobile gaming really came in and changed the entire landscape, I can probably recommend just about any Midway published game. I think they do a good job of encapsulating that time period. And with that out of the way, back to the Mis-Edventures. Now I chose to play Ed, Edd and Eddy the Mis-Edventures because I wanted to play a game from my earlier gamer years and see if I might have missed anything growing up. In addition to this, Ed, Edd and Eddy was one of my favorite cartoons when I was much younger. The Mis-Edventures follows the gang across a few scams, which act as levels in their never-ending journey to get some jawbreakers. I think the presentation of the Mis-Edventures was really well put together, and the game pays great respect to the source material, as it leverages title cards, 3D in-engine cinematics, 2D animation, and a reactive game soundtrack that all work together to create a few enjoyable, memorable, interactable episodes of Ed, Edd and Eddy. I also really enjoyed all the effort that they went through to make all three of the Ed boys reflect their characters and try to design different parts of levels around each of their unique abilities. Despite some corners clearly being cut, in my opinion, exploring Virtual Peach Creek was really fun, novel, and committed to the source material. I felt that at any point you could swap to a first-person view and see a couple good set pieces. The Mis-Edventures took me about 4 hours to beat, and I do think that time could probably be cut in half on a second playthrough, as progression in this game is more about knowing what specifically to do next than it is about any sort of emergent gameplay. Overall, I did think that the Mis-Edventures was a really fun excuse to run around Virtual Peach Creek that definitely didn't get the time and budget it deserved. It also was a really good look into 6th generation license games and how so many of these just kinda ended up. And lastly, it's a game I would like to see someone take another shot at given how eccentric the source material is. If you'd like to watch my playthrough, the playlist is linked in the description, and a link to the first video should be somewhere on the screen now.